20, 20, 20, 20. Okay, 5 minutes in. No, 5 seconds in, sorry. Alright, we're on the 3rd video now. Yay! Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to call this an update. But, I don't know. They ain't no telling what kind of title I'll put to the video. The videos. Alright, so anyway, I came across this unique video. My light keeps dimming and I gotta fix it because that bugs me. And I became so intrigued, so interested in it. I was curious about the title, and that made me click on the video and watch it. And when I watched the video, oh my word, this sounds so neat. This sounds so fun. I want to do this. I want to try this. I'm going to. And I dove in and went for it. So I've started it. But mine is ugly. It does not look pretty like the rest of theirs does. And I'm not doing it in a way. They're doing it as pen pals. 2 people's doing it. This person sends theirs to that person, and that person sends theirs to that person. So they're doing it pen pal style. Which, to me, that would be more fun, too. But I figure there is no way I'm going to be able to find a pen pal that would want to do this with me, you know. So, I figure, well, shuckins, I'll just do it by myself. I'll just do it for me. And maybe do videos updating y'all on how it's going and how it turns out. If I can figure it all out. If y'all will help me explain and to understand it all, how to figure it all out. Finish it up, tally it up, all that kind of stuff. Because I really want to do this. Alright, so now, here comes the video. The name of the video. Well, the video is on a channel called National Geographic. So it's a news documentary thing, letting the world know what these 2 people done. And when there is 2 normal people like me that goes and does something like this, like these 2 ladies did, pen pal in a certain kind of different, unique way, how does the news, the media as they call it, the National Geographic, find this out to put it as an article for the whole world to learn about? Y'all explain that to me. And I mean it. So anyway, alright, so the channel name is National Geographic. The video title is called Pen Pal Experiment. 2 women swap data of their daily lives. And then it's got the line that kind of separates short film showcase. That's the rest of what it says. That sounded so interesting. It intrigued me so much. I said, what? So, I watched the video. But then I had to go a step further because I'm so dumb like that. Don't say anything about me calling myself dumb. I know I'm smart in a lot of ways, and I'm dumb in a lot of ways. Everybody on this earth is smart in something, and everybody on this earth is dumb in something. That's what I mean when I say that. I am not putting myself down, so don't start coming at me with, don't say you're dumb and stupid, stop putting yourself down, blah, 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 blah. I don't like hearing all that crap. That's not what I'm doing, and what I'm meaning. Alright. So I needed to know a little bit more about this, because the video itself, yeah, it explains the basic of it, but for me, I need and that's why I need y'all's help, because I still don't understand it all. I need it all detailed out, each little step explained, so that I will know and know how to do it. The video don't do that. Now, there might be others I could find, I don't know, that would help this along and be more, explain more, I don't know. I hadn't thought about that and hadn't tried to look anything else up. I don't even know how I would. But anyway, but what I did do is I got on Google and I searched, what is data? Because I knew, or data. How does people say it? Do some people say data and some people say data? What's the right way to say that? It's D-A-T-A. So anyway, I Googled that to find out exactly what data meant and what it was. So, I figured that out. So I've started doing it, like I said, and this is mine. Theirs is a lot prettier than mine. And this is what I want to learn how to do. I want to learn how to do it prettier. I want to learn how to do it the total way they know how. I want y'all to help me understand this better so I can learn to do it. I can set the data down, but I don't know how to tally it up. They did some type of tallying it up some kind of way. That's the part I don't understand too. I want y'all to help me to understand this so I can do this. And if I can do this, I will continue to do it. And then I will do videos updating y'all on how it's going and what it's turning out like. That's what I really want to do. And y'all may even be interested in knowing my data and how it's turning out. I don't know. And if anybody out there wants to be the pen pal that will do a data thing with me and trade it with me, let's go for it. Okay? Okay. Now, the video. I'm going to let y'all watch the video. We're 6 minutes and something in. The video is 3 minutes and 33 seconds, so it's not that long. So I'm going to get my camera and turn it around here and point it to my laptop. That's what the thing's called. And I'm going to turn the video on and let y'all watch it. Okay? So here we go. Please stay on and watch. I'll come back and put my ugly mug back on here again when the video quits. Okay? Okay. Alright, let me get you turned around here right. I gotta scoot my chair back and get fixed. Alright. Now it may wobble a little bit because I'm having to sit here and hold this thing. Sorry, Butchie. Didn't know you was under there. I am not. Y'all hang on, let me get fixed. Now that's better. Alright. Is this... Oops, that's too close. Okay. Okay, so this is the video. I've got it pulled up. So here is... See my finger? It's called National Geographic. Hopefully y'all can see that. It is called Pen Pal Experiment. 2 women swap the data of their daily lives. Short film showcase. Alright. I've got it on high, so hopefully y'all will be able to hear everything real good. Okay, are you ready? Watch and listen closely.
I'm Georgia. I am Italian, but I live in New York.
I'm Stephanie. I was born in Denver, Colorado, but I've lived in London for the past 13 years.
We had only met each other in person twice when in September 2013 we decided to collaborate on a year-long project to get to know each other through our data.
Dear Data was conceived as a new type of correspondence through creating and sending hand-drawn data postcards across the ocean to each other. We collected personal data around a shared topic in order to investigate and reveal aspects of ourselves and our days to share with the other person.
By counting and reducing in a way to data even the most shameful personal revelations, they somehow felt not so shameful anymore. They are data.
As we gathered our weekly data, the process was much more labor-intensive than just deriving standard metrics through using technological devices.
The very first week of Dear Data, we chose a pretty cold and impersonal topic. How many times do we check the time in a week? We discover something about the other person's days through the pretext of my data collection. Why was I checking the time? What was I doing? Was I bored? Was I hungry? Was I late?
I finally realized during our week of gathering data on the urban wildlife we saw around us. Each week isn't a scientific, comprehensive survey.
I understand checking the time. I don't understand this one.
Every emotion I felt, and so on. But a record of Georgia and I noticing, and us marking our awareness. Some weeks we notice more, and some weeks we notice less, and that's an indication of our personalities and our lives as well.
Drawing with data, when the drawing is the final output, can be
Pretty.
painful. It's laborious, demanding,
Some of it
it's
ain't.
frustrating. My week 24
Like this.
is a
I need to
perfect
understand and
example.
know how to do
A
all
week
that.
of doors. To give the other person the idea of the pace of our days through the internal and external
Does this mean, I'm
environments we
taking it to
entered
mean,
in.
how many times do we go through a door?
During
Open
the
a door,
project,
close
the
the door,
act of
go through a
counting
door.
became something that was emotionally charged. In week 29, Georgia and I ended up tracking moments when our partners inspired love or inspired annoyance. This card became like a love letter to my husband. I like how instead of giving someone flowers, now you can give a data set. Once the visualization was complete each week, we would drop the postcard in our postbox and wait with our fingers crossed.
We learn to pay attention, to live in the present much more, to be more aware of our surroundings and of our behaviors with new lenses.
Finally, we both realized that data is the beginning of the story, not the end, and should be seen as a starting point for questioning and understanding the world around us, instead of seeing it as the definitive
Pretty.
answer to all of our questions.
Pretty. Yes, I've got markers to use. I just need to understand exactly how to do that. Just the end of the video. Okay. So I'm turning you back around. Let me get you sit back up here again. Wrong direction. Still again the wrong direction. So that was the video. And I know I said some things in there because I wanted to get in on the parts what they were talking about and showing to let y'all know what I was kind of talking about what I didn't understand about it and need help with. And I hope my talking didn't keep you from hearing that, but I hope that didn't keep you from hearing me either. Anyway, so you've seen the videos so that you will know exactly what I'm talking about. That sounds so fun, and I want to do that. I just don't understand. Look at my paper. I'm going to read it off to you. I decided to start. Oh yeah, another thing is I need help. Okay, from what I understand, they kept up with how often they checked the time, right? Okay, and then that one about the doors. Was that how many times they opened a door, how many times they closed a door, how many times they went through a door? That's intriguing and interesting. The little no-nonsense stuff like that throughout your day and week that you do, keeping up with how many times you do it. Is it all how many times you do it? That's another thing I need to know. I really don't think it is. Seems like there would be something else in there. I hope I'm explaining myself right for y'all to understand, but I don't know how to explain myself right. Is each situation, each thing you do, is it always how many times you do it? Or is there another scenario or whatever you want to call that? The animal one, I didn't quite understand that. Did they keep up with how many animals they seen? And then they talked about feelings. When they seen that animal, what that animal made them feel, the feelings they had. Was that what it was? I need y'all to help me, please. I really want to understand how to do this. I really want to do it. I would really love to have a pen pal that would trade this back and forth with me and do this with me. Someone please do this with me. But I need to know, yes, I'm going to use my markers. Yes, I want to do the charts. But I think each thing has a different chart, and I think that's what makes it pretty too. And different. To have a different style chart, I need to learn all the different charts, the ways to mark it in and color it up, make it be pretty. I figured for me to start this, the best thing to do is I'm just going to literally go through my day from the time I wake up, each thing that I actually do, and for 1 week try to keep up with how many times I do that one thing. So the first thing I do is wake up, right? So it's what time I wake up and what time I sleep, so that I know how many hours I'm awake and how many hours I sleep. And you know, I have thought about this in the past before, that struck me as an interest that I would like to do, to chart out, to see exactly how many hours I do sleep and how many I am awake. I've thought of that before in the past, before this even come up. I've just never actually made myself start doing it. So I think, okay, this is, you know, a good time. So the first thing I do every day, and I'm going to say morning because to me it's my morning, but it could be 12 something, it could be 2, 3 something. When I first wake up for that day, that's my morning. See, maybe even doing this could help me get my life regulated and right. I don't know. I doubt it, but you can hope. So anyway, Elizabeth just walked in from work when she went in her room. Anyway, so please don't make another video. I've lost my train of thought. So I've started. So the first thing is I wake up in the morning. So I said, okay, I'm going to keep up with what time I wake up, what time I go to sleep, how many hours I'm awake, and how many hours I'm asleep. So I started this on Friday. So I've got, okay, up here in the middle of the paper I wrote data. And y'all can see what I mean about my handwriting. See how sloppy it is? You can't read it. Okay, data. Okay. But then over here I've got date. So I've got Friday, September the 7th, 2018. Okay, I've got woke up 10:44 a.m. Then I've got a note over here. And that note says laid there and went back off to sleep. So even though I woke up at 10:44, I didn't get up out of the bed because I still felt sleepy and groggy, and I kept laying there wanting to just lay there and rest, and I ended up going back off to sleep. And guess what? When I woke back up, it was 12:32 p.m. So I have marked that down. I have another note. I'm telling why I woke up, because I believe if this hadn't happened, I wouldn't have woke up then. I'd have stayed there and slept more. So I've got down because Katie and Gracie came in and woke me up. Otherwise, I would have slept longer. Okay, so I put that down. Then I have stayed awake because when I woke up at that 12:32 p.m., I've got down over here that I stayed awake 5 hours and 34 minutes. Okay, then I have another thing over here, and it's called nap, because that's part of sleeping too, right? So anytime I take a nap during the middle of the day, my day, I need to note that. So I've got laid down at 6:02 p.m. That's the last time I remember. So then I've got that I slept 3 hours and 44 minutes. Then I've got under bed. See, I must have not have put down the time that I woke up, but yet I knew it and I figured it up and I put down that I had slept 3 hours and 44 minutes. So 6:02, 7:02, 8:02, 9:02. So 9 something, almost 10 p.m. would be when I woke up. So anyway, then the next one says bed. I've got down, did not go to bed at all because I didn't. I stayed up all night long that night. So, and really and truly, and I do this every once in a while. See, I get turned around and that I end up one night staying up all night long. You know, sometimes that helps me to get turned back around and start waking back up early again. But this time it didn't really seem to help me do that. But anyways, it's 19 something. We're going to have a fourth video and my battery is running low. Oh, Lord help me. Anyway, I'm so long. I don't know how to explain nothing fast. So this was really a bad time to start doing this, is at the time when I had to end up staying up all night. But I wasn't sleepy and tired at all, so I stayed up all night. So did not go to bed at all. Then I've got over here under last time, meaning the last time I remember seeing before I dropped off to sleep. I never went to bed, so I've got stayed up all the rest of the night. See, I can't read my writing. And then under slept, I've got, it is now 6:45 a.m. Okay, so I didn't go to bed at all. I went all the way to 6:45 a.m. I still didn't go to bed right then either. But that ended that first day, okay? So, and that's, I'm going to do this right here. See, that's the date, and this is where I have all of that across there.